Sure.
So I will come to Swapnil now. Swapnil, and please help us to understand here how digitization and technology adoption will start, because the kind of change which we are seeing in the current trends are there, and how this will convert majority into a gig economy. Do you really think there is going to be any change like that? And the aligned question, another one is AI, voice-based robotic assistance for employee communication, particularly when you have to keep a distance of 6 feet between two employees. You can't put more employees to ensure it happens. You'll have to put technology only there, the camera, the sensors, the robotic, a lot of things will come up. So quickly, if you can share your views on both the questions, please. Over to Swapnil, please.
Right. Thanks, Dhananjay sir. Thank you for this opportunity. Virtually the world is definitely gonna change, and you may see that I have robots right there in back of me, right? So that's how the profilings on the cloud is also changing.
Yeah,
right?
I love the background. Thanks, Swapnil.
It was like if I'm talking about AI, I thought that's the best profile I can have, the best backgrounds, and the technology and the AI is allowing you to do that. So even if I move anywhere, the background is consistent. So it's like that way. So yeah, in this era where the work from home has become a very frequently used phrase today, and the lockdown and COVID-19 fear has become one of the most important reasons leading to transforming realities in the gaining and the prominence of the gig economy across the globe. Now with this a massive adoption towards the gig economy, there will be no time to brief gig workers on the complex HR systems. And because they will be spending lesser and lesser time in the workplace and more time in the virtual workspaces. So from a physical workspaces, the world is going to definitely move to the virtual workspaces. The next big question is HR team ready to face these challenges that the gig economy will bring within the current situation, like what we are today? And there is definitely a huge gap between what HR wants and what the virtual workers want. So that's a gap. So what I did here, I thought it will be interested to give the audience some of the key secrets on how they can use the AI and how they can actually success. So let me give you 5 secrets on how traditional HR can make the transitions towards the modern and digital HR. So the first point or the secret comes here is digital resumes, digital assessment, digital interviews, and digital selections. So few of the points like digital resumes and assessment is definitely what the HR fraternity has been doing, but the interviews is yes there. Now the selections, even the shift from the current recruitment process involving multiple physical rounds of the interview with the candidates to the digital resumes, digital interviews has moved, and the selection is moving now completely digital. Today, in fact, even in my organization, we have recruited a few of the resources, or many of the resources, I would say, even without meeting them now. So the demand is there. We have to adopt the new set of technology. We did it everything. And there is a possibility that as an employer, we never meet. That's how the gig economy is going to work. The second secret comes and that's very, very interesting for all the employers, is the hourly gig payments. Now, how about like the biggest advantage which employers will see in this gig economy will be the kind of the payments being made to the employees. Contracts and freelancers will not be monthly. But rather they move on the hourly basis. Now, this can save millions of dollars to the employers in that case. And you can also hire the best of the talent across the globe. So that's one key secret which all the organizations should be looking for adoption. The third important would be like the use of what we do today, like at every offices or the organization, we had biometrics, right? Would anyone would like to use the biometrics now? The future is one of the locations. The future is like where your workspace is your home workspace now. Your home premises becomes the workspace. So the technologies has come in where you can do a geofencing, you can log in, you can punch in, punch out from the space, and that's converted into the virtual offices. And as one of the panelists was also mentioning that my sales teams, they are not willing to go out. So like a sales teams can mark their presence from this geo-agnostic technologies. So that's another important thing which a technology adoption should be taken up by the HR teams. The next is the AI. Yeah, we all know about the world of AI. So AI and cognitive technologies. So to AI or not to AI is now the question of a past. I mean, the organization who believed that their organization was too small to do so or adopt AI have no other choice. They have to adopt AI and the cognitive technologies for the talent acquisition, talent development, and optimizing the HR operations. I mean, they have no other choice. The next big thing, which all the panelists which spoken about, the continuous be connected with the employees, with your teams, the chatbots, the intelligent smart assistants at the help desk. Now the face-to-face conversations moves completely to virtual conversations. So traditional ways of HR support, such as meeting with the HRs, conference meeting with the HR, calling HR-based call centers, are going to be replaced. They're gonna completely be replaced with AI-powered chatbots and virtual assistants. And answer, and these all assistant and chatbots can actually answer all the MCQs and FAQs. So I mean, the most commonly asked questions and the frequently asked questions. So even the usage, like the messenger apps. I mean, today when we are as part of this entire webinar, on the other side there are groups of the digital HR where the conversations are happening right now. So WhatsApp has become that kind of a thing which has actually taken over everything on the today's side of the conversations. When employees don't want to travel, I mean, the sales teams were reluctant to go out in the market, as I think Poonamji was mentioning about it. We have no other choice than adopting the collaboration tools at the workplaces and move the conversation platforms where people can send messages on the real-time basis and get the quick responses. And the quick responses, I mean, we were talking about 24/7 availability of the business. I mean, these are the robotic virtual assistants or the digital virtual assistants, which has to be trained by the organizations which can answer 24/7 the queries which are getting raised by the HR department, by the employees. So, as per my personal, these were the major 5 pointers which I've talked about. So as my personal opinion, like these are the points, if implemented today by the HR fraternity at the organization, this can definitely help in the terms of the gig economy, what we were talking about, and the world with the virtual and digital workforces.
Thanks a ton, Swapnil.
Just want to add one more small thing, Dhananjay, here in the space of the virtual voice-based robotic, what you were asking one more question on the voice-based side of it.
Correct.
So here, I mean, the voice-based robotic assistant powered by artificial intelligence has gone up from insignificance to the mandate now, right? It is now mandatory to have that. Like, though we all are aware that we might have seen almost a decay of a chatbots and all, but the chatbots which are now powered by the AIs and all, this has actually changed the world around us. And what can make a difference in a voice-based AI digital assistant which can handle chats, conversations, scheduling my meetings, travel requests, leave requests, all over the voice by 24/7. And this is how the world is changing with the voice set of and technology. So when are we going to do it? Is like the time is right now. Although I mean, if you can't wait anymore now, you have to actually get it from the entirely voice-based technology to be adopted by the thing. And the last couple of weeks, we have been also doing a lot of stuff in terms of, or the organizations are demanding us to know, because we are a software AI-based organization who have a lot of chatbots and virtual assistants. I mean, we have been doing webinars, and recently what people have asked us to do is like, if I'm allowed to just put it, like we are actually conducting a webinar on the Saturdays where we are just talking about WhatsApp-driven automated conversations. So WhatsApp, I don't know if many of the people around there knows that there are three WhatsApp, like WhatsApp Personal, WhatsApp for Business, and WhatsApp API. So WhatsApp API, if the technology is integrated well, you can actually have the entire conversation with your employees, with your customers, with anyone on the WhatsApp automatically by a bot, creating a complete AI bot. So
good.
That's upcoming.
Swapnil. Thanks for sharing, and we would like to maybe at some other occasion like to hear more from you on these.
Let's hear from Swapnil what he has to, say as a concluding note, and what about the robot, Swapnil?
Right. My robot is still standing there and waiting for the instructions, sir. So robots is gonna just make life easy, and technology will be just an enabler. But human touch is always needed. Though this is a time where robots may take a place and teaches us the right way to do the conversations and stay connected. I mean, that's only the thing what we can expect from them to do. But yeah, human touch is always gonna be missed. And I'm sure we will come back to that era as well. So both the things will work hand on hand, the robotic virtual assistants and the human assistants.
Thank you so much. So I appreciate everyone's time, both sides. My panelists, you have given enough food for thought to all the members here. Thank you so much for your time and the insights being expressed. Let me thank all the audience for taking out the time and attending the session in big numbers. We will try to have the narrative of the session being shared with you all, so that you can actually take the summary out from it. Thank you so much once again, and we hope to see you all connected with the digital HR platform. We look forward to have similar sessions in near future too. Thank you so much, everyone.
Okay, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Rahul.
Thank you, Puram. Thank you.